And yeah, what an insane guess. What an insane guess, but yeah, it did feel like Ecuador, and that is a massive win. That's a massive win right there. What is going on, guys? It is Zigzag here, and welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today we are playing Nearest Country Streaks once again. So I want you to imagine something. You get dropped in a normal Geoguessr round here, you see a French bollard, you're like, great, we're in France, and you guess France, and you get your country streak and move on to the next round. Well, that's not how things work on Nearest Country Streak. In Nearest Country Streak, you are dropped in France, but you have to guess the nearest country to where you are. So if you're thinking you're in the British kind of region of France, then you're going to guess somewhere near Britain, where you're just going to guess in Britain and hope that you're in the closest region. Likewise, if you think you're in the area closest to Belgium, you'll guess in Belgium, Luxembourg, you know, etc., etc. That's how we're working right here. And it's proved to be quite difficult, so definitely join me on my second try at this and see if I'm going to actually able to be successful, at least more than I was last time. I think we managed about 3 or 4 or 5 in a row last time, and I'm hoping to blow that out of the water today, probably aim of 10. So let's go, no moving, no time limit, we're taking it chill, and we're trying to get in the closest country. Some very easy, otherwise very easy countries become quite difficult here, so you'll definitely see what I mean. This one takes us to Brazil, which is not exactly good news because Brazil has a ton of bordering countries here. So which one are we going to be closest to? Probably feeling Paraguay at this stage, but it could also be Argentina or Uruguay. I think I'm going to guess in Paraguay. Bolivia also a little bit of a scare here, but yeah, I am thinking that right here in Paraguay is going to be our best shot. And all things considered, Bolivia is probably closer than Paraguay right here, although because of the projection of the map, it's kind of hard to tell. I will say that it is Bolivia, so we don't get any streak there. We'll just have to restart the match. Okay, so this one is Australia. That's actually, oh no, wow, not Australia at all. We just had a bunch of gum trees here. This is South Africa. You can see that because this is not an Australian sign, nor is this an Australian arrow. And again, this is posing a bit of a problem for us because we're probably somewhere over here. So I think Eswatini should be closest, but it could be Mozambique and it could be Zimbabwe. So let's hit Eswatini here, and it's actually Lesotho, so not even good enough. So you can see it's very difficult, but we have gotten a few tough countries in a row here, and hopefully we'll get some easier ones. So given that we're in South Korea this time, North Korea should be an easy pick. Unless we're right in the south, but no, we're not. So yeah, we moved to 1 streak. Let's just keep tracking our head because it's actually not going to show up on the country streak counter very well. This one looks like Uruguay, so hopefully we don't actually guess Argentina when it is Uruguay. But yeah, with the dirt road and everything, definitely feeling like Uruguay is more likely here. So the question is Argentina or Brazil, and I'm thinking Argentina. I think it looks more like Argentina than Uruguay, than Brazil does. Then it looks like Brazil, and yes, we moved to 2 streaks. So we're going well here. This is going more like it. Next round is Peru, and the question is Brazil, Bolivia, Ecuador, probably not Colombia. Not many situations in which would be closer to Colombia, but this is not an easy round. So I think probably somewhere around here, in which case Brazil would be closest. Scared of Ecuador, equally kind of scared of Bolivia here. This is kind of a tough round. But yeah, I think I have to go Brazil here. I think if we're here, we're probably going to be closer for at least this section of the country. So let's see if I'm right about that. And yeah, that's going to be closest to Brazil, I do believe. Yep, that's fair play. So we're on 3 points now, guys. This is really testing the limits of my knowledge of some countries. Well, this one looks more like Canada than the US to me, but it could still be the US. I've heard when you see a lot of like cracks in the road can often be more likely to be the US, but that's not necessarily a given rule. And given that it is a bit, just trying to think, could this be the crappy Generation 4 from Alaska? This could be Alaska, you know. I don't think that's a yellow number plate, though. The other thought I had was Ontario here. So we're actually not even sure about the country here, unfortunately. Oof. I don't know, these polls are strange as well. Very strange for either country, in my opinion. So I think I'm going to have to trust my gut, say that is Ontario, and guess USA here. Let's hope we're right. And this is actually the United States, right on the border with Canada. right on the border with Quebec. So yeah, we got the right country, which is not good enough. So we got a streak of 3 there, and 3 is not a bad effort, I would say. But here we go into the new attempt, and this one's feeling French off the bat. We're driving left-hand side, so we're actually in Britain, and given that it's feeling French, I think we're going to be closer to France than we are going to be to Ireland, so let's see. And no, we're in Northern Ireland, so not good at all. It's definitely closer to Ireland there. So, next round. North American again. This one's interesting, like a yellow sign there, not really sure what that's about. What do we think? Is this USA or Canada? With Generation 2, I think it's going to be Canada. So I think we'll be safe just to guess here, right? I think so. Yeah, we are. Okay, so that moves us to 1. Very good. Next round, Danish? Double whites in the center, though. Okay, I think this is Danish, though. I think they're Danish signs and whatnot. So are we closer to Germany, or are we closer to Sweden? It's basically the only 2 options here. I suppose, yeah, basically everywhere would be closer to one of those 2. I'm kind of torn on this one. I feel like it might be, given that it's more of a metropolitan area, probably going to be closer to Sweden? I don't know. This is actually kind of messing me up. It's Generation 2. A lot of the time when you get Generation 2, I feel like you're down here, in which case we would be closer to Germany. So maybe we guess Germany right here. I think that's actually kind of safer. Let's see. No, this is closer to Sweden, unfortunately. Okay, so back into things. No one said it would be easy. I'm still waiting for that good streak, because it takes a lot of skill, this one. It takes more skill, definitely, than normal Geoguessr. So we've got a red turning arrow here. I think that means that... I'm actually not sure with these long... I think that means we're in Slovenia, right? So maybe just guessing Austria would be the safest here. I think it's probably going to be somewhere on the border. I don't think they use the red turning arrows in Austria, though, so let's try that. And, no, this was Austria. Wow, just very close to Germany, actually. So Germany would have been the correct answer here. I mean, yeah, not a fantastic effort. Let's head back into it. Okay, so next one. Red pedestrian crossing. Interesting. Something you see in Eastern Europe sometimes. I think that might be Romanian. The tree is painted white at the bottom there, so that would fit with Romania for sure. And we do have a holy pole. And the wider holy pole is definitely a Romanian thing to do as well. So now the question is, where do we go? Romania obviously bordered by quite a few countries here. It's flat, and it kind of feels more... perhaps Moldova or Ukraine here. Yeah, it's going to be one of those 2, I do think. It could honestly be Serbia as well. Could be Bulgaria, but I'm feeling more kind of here. So I'm going to go Moldova. We'll see if that's going to be good enough. And that is dead close, but I think it's actually closer to Hungary. It could even be closer to Ukraine, but not Moldova. Unfortunately, getting that really central round there is not helping us at all. Alright, so let's head back into it. I still think the long streak is definitely possible here. So we've got white car with this yellow strip on it. This pole. We're driving right. I think this is Cambodia, right? I think this is Cambodia, and it's probably going to be closer to Thailand, but it could be closer to Vietnam as well. I think it kind of gets drier to the south. So maybe Vietnam is the play here. It also gets drier to the north as well, though. So I'm going to go Vietnam. We'll see. And, yeah, we're closest to Vietnam here. This is quite close, though. It's, yeah, because Vietnam would be here. So, yeah, it is closer to Vietnam. That's good, at least. Low cam in Japan. Japan's also a scary one. I think South Korea is going to be the best bet here. I think Russia is probably going to be a bit too far. So let's try South Korea. And, yes, this was really close to South Korea, honestly. That actually ends up being scarily close. Was not expecting it to be on this island here. Never had a round on there, I don't think. But there you have it. Not a bad effort. Alright, next one. We do have a black car here with a stubby antenna. Is that the one that you can get in Colombia? I think that might mean we're in Colombia, but I can't remember. black car stubby antenna could still be Ecuador. Kind of reminds me more of an Ecuadorian round, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure here. Where's the white car with the stubby antenna? I forget. I think this might be Colombia closest to Ecuador. That would be my hunch here. So let's try that. And yeah, what an insane guess. What an insane guess, but yeah, it did feel like Ecuador, and that is a massive win. That's a massive win right there. So they have a bit of the Google car meta coming in handy as well, although I couldn't quite remember, so at least I managed to get that. But yeah, I think it is the black car with a stubby antenna is only in Colombia in South America. Okay, Lombard and Mingo. This is a South African round once again, and I think, given that we've got those both, we should just give it a quick search. This almost feels quite tropical, so I just want to give it a quick look to see if we can find either of those, given that we are on a 3 streak right now. Lombard and Minga. Well, neither of them are poking themselves out to me right now. I do think, just looking at how green it is and all that, should be a bit further north here, but I suppose it could be further this way as well. Not seeing either. Okay, we'll check over here as well. This is the other place I can see it being. Oh, there's an Adelaide. Adelaide, South Africa. How big is it? Interesting. Actually, quite a sizable town for South Africa. There you go. But yeah, neither of these towns are actually sticking out to me, so I'll probably have to go Eswatini again. Will this be a mistake? Last time it ended up being in Lesotho. I just have a feeling. I just have a feeling that that is the better guess here. I would love it if I could see either of these, but yeah, I do think it is the better guess. Okay, so let's go Eswatini. We might regret this again. And man, it is super far north like I thought, but too far north. This is closest to, I guess, Mozambique. Would have had to be in Mozambique here. So where is Lombard? I still don't even see it. That's kind of annoying. Bit of a bait. Unless it's over the border, which I don't think it is. Okay, so that ends our biggest streak of the video. I guess it's another 3. So let's just see if we can hit a 5 here. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is to hit that 5. Okay, so here we go. Blue strips on the plate. Maybe a bit of red on that one. Ooh, we've got a yellow outline on that as well. Interesting. A lot of interesting stuff here. But given the fact that it feels like some of these plates have a bit of red on them. .at. Okay, that would make sense. They do have the Austrian flag on the Austrian plates. So which country are we going to be closest to? Almost feels like we're closest to Czech Republic here, I would suggest. So let us guess right there. I think that is actually going to be a decent guess here. Let's hope. And yeah, that's a really good guess. So I've actually been kind of nailing a lot of these border guesses today. It's actually pretty good. This is, I think, going to be Mexico. Let's see, do we have short plates? We do have short plates here, so I think this should be Mexico. But that's not exactly a good thing. I think probably closer to Guatemala. Well, let's see. Mexico City is closest to Guatemala than any other country. But it's pretty close to America as well. So I guess if we guessed right here, we're pretty close. If we guessed right there, we'd also be actually maybe closer here. Ooh, this is not an easy choice. I think I will go Guatemala here because I think it's going to be a bit south. Yeah, okay, that is... Ooh. Yeah, that's just closer to Guatemala than to Belize. Well, this is kind of like a 50-50 where I'll just give myself the benefit of the doubt here, but yeah, it's pretty close. We're driving left here, so this should be Malaysia. Yeah, this is going to be Malaysia. Single yellow line. Hold up, could it be Thailand? This could actually be Thailand with a single yellow line, to be fair. But that looks like a Malaysian plate. Does it? I'm actually not sure here. The Generation 4 is quite new. I want to guess Malaysia closest to Thailand here. Yellow plate, though. I'm just worried that this could be Indonesia. It looks like this number plate is sectioned in 3 sections. So yeah, I actually think this is going to be Indonesia, which is concerning because it's not what I thought off the bat. So I guess Indonesia closest to... It's very tropical. Closest to Malaysia? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to guess Malaysia here. But yeah, it's possible that we're closer to the Philippines. Maybe. Possible that we're closer to Timor, or even Singapore as well. So let's go for that. I think so here. Yes. This is Indonesia, and we are closer to Malaysia just. So it looks like we got it wrong here, but actually I think we got it right, because we're probably closer to here than Singapore just. And obviously there's nothing out this way. So yeah, okay, that is a win. That is a win. A very, very close win, but one indeed. This one should be... I think this one looks more like Argentina than it does Uruguay. It is overcast though, which is something you often get in Uruguay coverage. So, I wish I could read this. Sosa. Chief Keef Sosa, but yeah, not something I can really make a clue out of, unfortunately. Feels more like Argentina to me, so given that's the case, I think it's going to be like Chile. I don't know, man. This one's tough. It could even be Bolivia, to be honest. I think Chile is probably going to be closest here, even though it's going to be... it's going to be Uruguay or Chile. It depends like how far over this way it is. I think I might go Chile here. I think if we're right here, we're probably closer to where I'm thinking about this one. Oh, this is a tough round though. Let's go Chile. And this one's closest to probably Paraguay. It's probably closest to Paraguay here. So, wow, what a tough round. And I think we'll probably end the video there. So, I just would love to have... I mean, this is addictive. I would definitely do more videos like this, and you guys give it a go in your own time, see how you guys can do. I mean, I definitely think it's got, like, potential to be a pretty, like, good game mode. Unfortunately, you do have to do a bit of eyeballing with the distances and whatnot, but I guess you could actually use, like, Google to measure the distance. Or I'm sure you could get a script for that as well. Anyhow, thank you very much for watching. I'll definitely make more of these soon, and I will get 10. I certainly will get 10, so yeah, catch you later, and I'll see you soon.